Just look at that sea of orange. No surprises if I tell you we're here in Holland at Zandvoort for the Max Verstappen celebration party. It's a quick track and perfect for high speeds, high stakes qualifying. Welcome along to the Dutch Grand Prix qualifying day.
Okay, radio check, radio check. Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:10.0. Verstappen, Russell, Leclerc, Tsunoda and Gasly. Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are the fastest lap at the moment, 1:10.0. Verstappen, Russell, Leclerc, Tsunoda and Gasly.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Coulthard, Alex Albon and Gasly, Tsunoda, Behrman, Lawson and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Norris, Piastri and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Pierce, Ocon, Hadja, Pepe Marti and Lance Stroll, Aaron, Maloney, Sainz and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Mystery, intrigue and skullduggery behind the scenes. I think that's what's going on with our 11th team here, because they don't seem overly happy with the driver lineup they've got.
And if you are one of those drivers, it's awful, because you know that the success of your team that you've helped build from inside the car is now almost going against you, because your team are looking elsewhere.
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. You're sat in P8. Well done. The distance to the leader, 5.3 seconds. Okay, that's Tsunoda just ahead. Come on, push hard. They're on a fresh set of inters. Norris behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on a fresh set of inters. 16 laps now until your pit window opens. Okay, there are 35 laps left in this race. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly. Green flag. Okay, start actively conserving fuel please, or we won't be finishing today. You need to be lifting off the throttle as you approach a corner. Let the drag slow you down a bit before you start active braking. P9, you're running P9, keep going. Okay, gap to leader, 11.1 seconds. Lando ahead. They're on a fresh set of inters. Antonelli's behind you. They're on a fresh set of inters. Your pit window will open in 14 laps time, and that's 33 laps to go. Weather's turning, we think it's time to box now. Copy that. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Liam is in the pit lane. Liam's in the pits now. Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. This is our true position. They've pitted as well, so warm up your tyres and get down the road. 29 laps of fuel remaining. Car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound. Okay, gap ahead, 4.5 seconds. That's Gasly ahead, and the time last lap, 1:15.0. And gap to the car in front, 4.9 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And that's 26 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.8 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 19.2 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're in 14th place. Time last lap, 1:17.0. Okay, clear. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 19.5 seconds. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Let's go, come on! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Green flag. Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. And you've got P7, 7th place. The distance to the leader, 8.1 seconds. Lando's ahead of you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. That's Albon behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. All right, 6 laps to go now. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.7 seconds. Leclerc is ahead of you, and the time last lap, 1:14.7. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 5.7 seconds. Their tyres are 9 laps old. Okay, so they're extending their advantage by 2 seconds a lap at the moment. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. You're in 4th position. Okay, gap to leader, 6.7 seconds. Leclerc ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, Sonoda's behind you. They're on old mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 4 laps remaining. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, gap ahead, 2.4 seconds. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. Green flag. Leclerc is ahead of you. Time last lap, 1:13.0. And gap to the car in front, 1.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. They're ahead. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 13 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:13.1. Okay, so you're gaining by 8 tenths. 8 tenths. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds. Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes!
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
Well, I'm sure I've seen an increased hunger, increased desire from this driver this weekend, Crofty, as they've performed in front of their home crowd. And drivers often say they feel extra energy from inside the car, and I really feel like we saw that, we witnessed it here today.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Boss, we need your attention on something, please.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.